Hey everybody, Roger Levin here with your Practice Production Pearl of the Week. After 40 years of providing consulting services to over 30,000 dentists, I can tell you many things that work. And one of those today, very practical, very focused, is procedural time studies. We find in almost every case, I would say 90% of the time, you don't need all the time you have to complete appointments. Now, you may think you need it because of inefficiencies that you're not aware of that make the appointments go longer because of the way you're scheduling. I mean, think about it. We take practices that think they're maxed out and grow them 30% in revenue. How are we doing that if there's no potential to do it? We're not adding hours, we're not adding days, we're not adding staff. Most practices can grow up to 30% without any new overhead addition of fixed cost. You will have the variable cost, your lab costs might go up, things like that, but you can grow 30% without increasing any fixed cost. Your rent doesn't go up, your gas and electric doesn't go up, your number of days are not expanded, you're not paying staff more, and you're not rushing. I don't want to scare anybody. I know many staff watch these pearls. We have over 30,000 doctors and staff getting these pearls every week as part of our Tip of the Day program. And I'm going to tell you, you can grow 30%. Now, you might say, well, how do you know that, Roger? And the answer is we have the data. We've got 40 years of data doing what's called procedural time studies. So, in the world of turbulence or fluid dynamics, there's very, very complex mathematics. Well, there's some mathematics involved in how long an appointment should be. So when we come into practices, you can do this. This is what we do, and you can do this. We start doing procedural time studies before we build a new schedule. That gives us the data. How much time does a dentist really need for the top 10 types of appointments? How much time does a hygienist need? In another Pearl of the Week, I showed you that many hygienists feel like they can't get everything done in the time allotted, but it's partly because dentists are taking too long to get in the hygiene room, the appointment's running over, the next appointment is shortened, and we're misinterpreting all of that as we need longer hygiene appointments. I don't want short hygiene appointments. I don't want any hygienist to misunderstand me, but we might not need longer if we can run more or less on time. Now, the procedural time studies help us run on time, but more importantly, although that's important, more importantly, they tell us how much time we need for a procedure. And we do these with every new management client. It gives us incredible data and mathematics to work with in building a new schedule. We don't want to rush anyone. I'm a dentist as well. I know that rushing is miserable. Nobody wants to work faster than they're comfortable or harder than they're comfortable. We don't want that either. We want you to tell us at the end of a consulting engagement that you're more relaxed, even though you might be up 15, 20, 25, 30%. We want you to say, but I'm more relaxed. And we do hear that a lot because we get the appointment times right. And then we put in efficiencies to run on time. So two things, run on time, know the right amount of time you need for appointments. Don't think you have it now because you're basing it on non-mathematical bad information. You can build a schedule. That schedule can grow. You can have incredible results and be more relaxed and less stressed doing it. As always, I wish you increased practice production every year, and I'll see you next week.